obviously have an very important show tonight. We're going to talk about a lot of issues that come up with historic preservation and really a place that's close to our heart called Madison Seminary.
Our family, our paranormal family, has come up against a wall in a location that is very near and dear to all of us, and people that we love, and people who have worked their tails off for the preservation of this site. And to be totally honest, it's an injustice. I can't say enough about the group that has stepped up to save Madison, because if for the people listening, you have no idea the time, effort, and tears that these people are receiving nothing financially for this. Nothing.
Yes.
They are doing this because they believe in this location and in Adam and in what you guys are doing. And it's really this ultimate labor of love that we're afraid is going to be lost. And it's terrifying at this point.
That's the situation here. And I really want to tell you how hard it is to sit next to your friend in front of two guys that are just freaking ripping Adam apart and listen to him apologizing over and over and over. It's a very hard thing to sit there and you know, I really wanted to say some things to those guys, but I didn't want to make his situation and my situation worse there, because it could have gone completely, you know, a lot worse than it actually did. But it's quite a horrible situation. I can see it with Adam. It's extremely stressful. This is supposed to be for everybody. It's supposed to be saving a building. It's not chaining it off. It's not shutting it down. I mean, it's just a horrible situation.
I hope all these politicians hear it, because they're, you know, as people, we need to remember that our government works for us. We don't work for them.
We have returned to Madison, Ohio, to one of our favorite stomping grounds. Its construction would begin in 1847, and it would quickly become a county icon. With its beginnings dating all the way back to the Civil War, it has acquired over 170 years worth of service, housing a countless number of individuals. These walls have been soaked with all variations of patients within the field of mental care. With a place this good, you knew we'd be back. This is Resident Undead, Madison Seminary.
So if there's any kids here, I think you'll like this.
I swear to God, I just seen a shadow the size of a child.
Goodbye!
Wow!
Oh my God, did you hear the female?
Yes! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Believe you me, I was telling Sarah the whole way back, I'm just borrowing your dog.
She's staying here. She's staying here.
Happy birthday, dear Kimmel. Happy birthday to you.
I gave up everything to walk down this road. Myth, danger, adrenaline. I've learned a lot along the way, and I've adapted my methods accordingly. For one, I wasn't sure how I felt about psychics, but I've tested them. I can say at least the ones I've worked with are legit. I never dreamed I would own a seminary, but I do. This entire journey has made me undeniably passionate about saving our past. My friends and I use unconventional methods to find the truth within every legend and to capture the voices of spirits.
Whoa, that's a human tone voice.
You may have heard my name. It's Adam, and I invite you to travel with me as we find and call the Resident Undead. Madison Seminary. This historical juggernaut stands as a relic of a time long past. Located directly in the heart of Madison, Ohio, these three structures together span across a staggering 70,000 square feet, containing 88 rooms, a kitchen, 9 bathrooms, and a large recreational area on its highest floor. It's nothing short of a small city. Over the next 170 years, its walls would inevitably acquire a vast history, one that without a doubt sets it as one of the most iconic locations within northeastern Ohio. Its origins date back to 1847, when the construction of the original small frame building was complete and would provide high school and beyond education to the students of Lake and surrounding counties. Known as the Madison Seminary, it continued to provide higher education and even boarding arrangements for the next 44 years. Records show that the highest enrollment during its operation was around 150 students. In 1891, the Ohio Women's Relief Corps would purchase the seminary and rename it the Madison Home. To the western section of the site, they constructed the building we see today that has the stone doorway arch that reads Ohio Cottage. For 13 years, these structures together would now serve a new purpose to render assistance for Army nurses, soldiers' mothers, wives, and sisters who were uprooted from the carnage of the Civil War and now required special provisional care. One of the most famous individuals to stay at the Madison home during this time was a Union spy by the name of Elizabeth Stiles. Documents show us that her efforts were quite notable, even enough to where she was at one time working directly with President Abraham Lincoln. Her origins of working with the Union take her all the way back to 1862 on the Missouri-Kansas border. Being a known patriot, this was a very dangerous place to be because it was the focus of a tug of war between free and slave states. One morning, while carrying the American flag to a school flagpole, she was assaulted by members of the Quintrill Gang, all of which were known Confederate sympathizers. Elizabeth would escape her attackers, but that night they would return to her house dressed in Union outfits. When Mr. Stiles answered the door, they asked one question: "What are your politics?" When Mr. Stiles answered Union, he was shot point blank in the face. Elizabeth was spared though and allowed to escape. It was quoted that one of the gang members said, "Let her go, boys. She's too pretty to shoot." With seeing her husband murdered in cold blood, she devoted her life to taking down the Confederacy. With that being accomplished and Lee surrendering to Grant at Appomattox, this nationally revered hero would spend her final days at the Madison home and eventually be buried at the cemetery 1 acre over. Unfortunately, in 1904, due to a lack of funds to maintain the Ohio Cottage building that they themselves constructed, the Women's Relief Corps would donate it to the state of Ohio while keeping the Madison home operational. Under the control of the state, the Ohio Cottage would be renamed to the home of Ohio's soldiers, sailors, Marines, their wives, mothers, widows, and Army nurses. On June 30th, 1962, all operations would cease and the entire facility would be absorbed by the Ohio Department of Mental Hygiene and Corrections. Now changed to the name of Opportunity Village, it would become an extension of Apple Creek State Hospital. Over the next 13 years, the entire facility would be run by a superintendent named Dilbert E. Nixon. He and his wife Edith were an incredible dream team to care for so many women who had become aged and senile. From Edith making sure medicine was distributed every night at 6 p.m. to Dilbert making sure all operations met the highest standard of quality, Opportunity Village would be a premier destination for elderly women in need. In addition to what Opportunity Village offered, they would also house honor inmates from the Women's Reformatory in Marysville. This program was established in order to help rehabilitate these inmates so they could live productive lives within society. Most, if not all of these inmates were there on minor charges, but one individual stands out among all others: Blanche Jacobs. Wife to a high-ranking Air Force Major, Eugene Jacobs, her crime doesn't even remotely fit with someone of her economic status. But on July 2nd, 1956, Blanche was caught for a check forgery scheme by her landlord Andrew Robinson and his wife. Immediately after being caught, she stabbed and killed both of them. It is beyond common understanding to how Blanche ended up at the Madison Seminary, but she did. Perhaps due to her husband's status or a judge being paid off. But with a double murder charge, she found herself soon after entered in the Marysville Rehabilitation Program. From 1957 to 1975, Blanche would do chores around the seminary and help care for the residents. Mr. Nixon's son, Mark, who grew up within these walls, goes on to saying Blanche was one of the nicest women he'd ever met. She practically raised him. He and his friends never felt threatened by her, even though they had heard rumors she was in there for something heinous. In 1975, Opportunity Village would close its doors and sit vacant for 2 years until the Lake County Commissioners purchased it to renovate it for offices. In 1998, the facility would sell in its first public auction, and 19 years later, the next sale of the property would be negotiated by me. The investigation you're about to see would take place on my birthday, which was 2 months prior to my purchase of the Madison Seminary. I've had a special attachment to this building since my first visit in 2011, and with what happened to us on this night, I decided to ask directly afterwards if they'd sell it to me. With the purchase finalized in September of 2017, the next year would test us to see how much we were willing to fight to save this location. 170 years of history is on the line, and everything we've done to protect it has made both us and the building stronger. But as a direct result, the people you are about to watch are the people we used to be. It's rolling around 9 o'clock, and we are beginning our investigation inside Madison Seminary. Something funny there, Lucky?
No, I'm so excited.
So, we are going to make our way to the very top. As usual, we're going to make this as difficult as possible. But before we make that way, I'm going to introduce the team as usual. Back up. Mr. Musgrove.
We're back.
Ashley Cattier's over here.
Oh.
For anyone who has not been to Madison Seminary, you're going to get a little bit of a workout.
This is why I don't have to go to the gym. I ghost. Oh, it's not even hot. Just kidding.
Any initial vibes?
I'm very uncomfortable. Like the energy is shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm very uncomfortable.
That was the voice.
Oh my god, dude.
Sorry.
That's it. I'm just
The energy's what up here?
uncomfortable. It's vibrating really fast,
Okay.
heavy. I'm nervous. If I walked past this on the street, I'd walk away.
Let's walk down here. Chris, you and I know what this is.
Yeah, well, a little too well.
Here's what we're gonna do. No, stay here. Stay here. How's the energy in here?
Not good.
All right, I haven't even told you what.
Why don't we go back out there?
We're gonna do an active EVP right in here. Right in here.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
You okay?
Actually, little spoiler alert. This would be one of probably the hot spots in the building
Oh
here.
my god, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'm really
Okay.
You can't do it in here?
No, I mean, something terrible happened in this hallway. Or somebody terrible was in this hallway. Enough that the energy is not good.
You okay?
Yes. It's excessively uncomfortable.
Okay.
Active EVP. To anyone who may be here right now, I'd like to hear your voice. You can use this box to do it. On the count of 3, please say whatever you'd like. 1, 2, 3. Please talk here. End EVP, ending. What did you feel, Becca?
There's a woman talking about how she had a friend here, and I feel a lot of despair. I hear sound of radios and televisions playing. Lots of despair, more despair than anything else.
Chris, I'm gonna play this into your speaker.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Playing back active EVP.
1, 2, 3. Please talk here.
Dude, that was great.
What
Something's
was
wanting to talk.
that?
That was great, but I couldn't make it out. Hang on. Damn. All right, no, that's good.
Don't you dare look at me like that. Mm-mm.
Hey, Ashley, I'm quarantining you up here.
Dude, no.
Yeah, dude, yes.
No, I know it's your birthday, and I won't quit on your birthday, but I'm not doing it.
A quarantine is the part of the night where each of us will be isolated in one of the location's most highly active areas. The concept is simple. Since we believe some spirits are intimidated by our numbers, this will give them the opportunity to feel less threatened. Ashley will be quarantined up in the asylum, an area we know very little about because its history has been whitewashed from the turn of the century to the late 1940s. 2 floors below her, we have set up base, and with a live feed running to her camera, we'll be able to watch every move she makes. With 20 minutes on the clock and 2 Pandoras running, Ashley's quarantine begins now.
Somebody's in that hallway crawling towards you.
Crawling towards me? Dude.
We are live up here. I do, one last thing though. As we were setting up here, I swear to God, I saw a person standing in the corner. And with that, I love you, Ashley.
You, did you start the Pandoras?
I'm about to start the Pandoras.
I'm allowed to have a flashlight.
Ashley can have a flashlight. We saw somebody up here.
Dude. Holy shit. Okay.
Anyone that wants to come and play with Ashley, she's right.
You, Kimmel, dude. I thought you were gonna close the door.
I forgot to close it.
No, come on, Kimmel.
Happy birthday.
It's f***ing hot.
Happy birthday.
Oh my. You. Yeah.
Right there. You gotta get that camera up on your face a little bit.
Okay, I was just getting ready.
Dude, I got her so...
Calm me down.
Oh, I
Kimmel.
got her so riled up.
Okay. I promised I would start off my quarantine by singing Kimmel Happy Birthday.
Oh, I'm surprised she still would after what I did.
And now that I think about it, it's kind of creepy, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kimmel. Happy birthday to you.
Love you, Ashley.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Is there anybody up here with me right now?
The asylum is behind her. I'll have her swing the camera towards that. I opened the doors wide up there.
Oh, did you really?
Oh, yeah. I told them that they want to come and play. Now's
So
your
where
time.
exactly is she standing in the actual
She's actually in the
middle?
corner. She's actually bunkered herself up in the far corner.
Okay.
There are people talking and they're saying, shh.
There's no air movement. I just felt a little something behind me, but that's okay. It could just be me.
Oh, I'm on my game. I'm on my game.
Can anybody tell me what this upstairs was used for?
Oh God. Okay, well there's something creepy here. So there is a man, I think it's an echo, I think it's a memory, I don't think it's an actual intelligent spirit. Do you know what they did to me? Do you know what they used to do up here? Do you know what they used to do?
He's repeating that.
Do you know what they used to do?
A man just entered. He said, "Do you know what they used to do to me?" And he repeated that a few times.
Do you know what they used to do to me up here?
No, I don't, but you can tell me.
I'm not your friend.
How fast do you want to ruin this?
No.
Let's wait on that
She'll
real
have a
quick.
meltdown, yeah.
I'm not your friend, he just said. He's not very sane, is he?
No, I still can't tell you if it's like a mass of uncollected memories or if it's an actual spirit. Like, is it energy that's just like imprinted? Like, is it a memory or is it a person?
Or a person, yeah.
I can't tell you yet.
This has a creepy feeling.
I'm really uncomfortable right now.
You're uncomfortable. What's making you uncomfortable?
The energy feels really thick and really shaky and aggressive.
You're doing great for my birthday. I would like to tell you that. Now it's about to get worse. The energy's gotten heavy, it's become aggressive, and Becca does not feel comfortable. But you're going to live that vicariously through her right now. Play with that.
I'm gonna be okay. Who's up here with me? What?
Can you walk into the asylum?
No.
Which is curious. I'm curious to what's in there. You know I opened those doors wide for you.
Yeah, well then you should have done your quarantine up here.
Valid, but you're here now.
Yeah, and I'm sweating my f***ing ass off, dude. This is it. This is how I go.
That's just how I go.
Tell her if she's not willing to do that, if she could point the camera behind her.
If you're not willing to go, you look beautiful. If you're not willing to go in though, if you can point the camera down the hallway, we want to see what's looking at you. Okay. The asylum doors, I know it's hard to see.
It's right there.
It's right there. I could tell her to turn her night vision up. Would that help you? I know you just need to be focused in that spot.
There's somebody crawling towards her. Crawling. And then the creepiest part is there is a completely 100% chill person who seems completely sane.
Just up there?
Completely sane.
Thank you, Ashley.
What was it?
Somebody's in that hallway crawling towards you.
Crawling towards me? Dude.
There is something up there that makes me uncomfortable. I just got chills down my arms. And how easy? Is it easy to scare me? No.
I don't see you get chills during these things.
Oh God, he's scary.
Do I have to stay up here for 20 minutes?
How many minutes would you like to do?
I'm already at 15. Dude, I'm sweating. Like, do you see this? Do you see this? I'd show you my boob sweat right now, but that's a little inappropriate. It's me moving. Surprisingly enough, this is your birthday present.
Thank you.
Off. Is anybody down there? Me moving back, me moving all the way the f back, still moving. All right, was that good?
That was great. We're going to come up and get you.
Okay, thank you.
What's the feeling like, Becca?
Just like really jumpy, danger, like there's somebody around me.
Alright.
There's somebody right there. Actually, I'm coming.
Ashley?
You are so brave.
You're very brave.
I'm so proud of you.
Dude, I feel like I lost 3 pounds.
Right?
I feel like I should have showered after like everything that we do. Oh, here Ashley, let's be in the hottest all over the place. Happy birthday to me. Got it, dude.
Becky, see anything down there?
Yeah.
Well, listen. Hang on. What do you see first?
There's a man that says,
Sorry. Sorry.
Dude.
There's no B. There's no B.
It just hit me right in the face.
There's no B.
"It's a bee. Where is it?
Landed on me?
Where'd it go? Where is it now?"
It's gone now.
I can't see, I don't have light.
It just hit me in the face. It just hit me in the face.
Yeah, it just hit me in the face.
What is is it?
I got it on camera. It's right there.
Oh, that's just a bee. Let him go.
I don't want to get stuck.
Let him be.
Knock it down, man.
It's all right.
It's all right. Wait. Wham!
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. Before the bee came at us, what did you see down there, Becca?
He said, I'm not crazy, and that's scarier, isn't it?
This is the same guy that was reacting with Ashley?
Yeah.
Before proceeding any farther within the asylum, I decided to have our very close friend Jeff Fent join us. He is the leading authority in geobox research, and with a geobox session never being held up here, we're about to enter uncharted territory.
Hello?
Uncle Jeff, hey, we're up in the asylum. I know you're out. You got here. Can you join us up in the asylum with your geobox?
I'll be right up, man.
All right. See you up here.
Uncle Jeff's here.
Uncle Jeff.
He's here.
Are you double fisting right now?
Holy shit.
He's double fisting.
Okay, I got the geobox. And I want to run this special box that I made from the Emmett House beam. It's got a music box in it. I just want to run it. If there's any children here, just show them that I'm a good guy. Maybe they'll come to me and talk. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
So if there's any kids here, I think you'll like this. If you want to turn this box on, you come in here and talk to me, okay? When I was here earlier today, I got the name Cookie. Are you here, Cookie? Yes? Yes?
Wow. Yeah.
Who else is here with you, Cookie? Who was the little child I just heard?
What? That was your daddy? But you guys can't.
Chill.
You can't hear it? You can't hear dad?
I heard it the first time, yeah.
That's all I hear. And then I heard it growl. You don't hear that?
Is somebody calling for their daddy? Yes? Can I speak to you?
Dude, I just caught might have been a bug, I don't know, but I swear I just caught, you'll see it looks like a ball of energy just went right down to that geobox.
Do you want me to come back sometime?
Get back, please. Are you okay? You didn't look okay. I have it all on camera.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
What was that?
Wow. Wow.
What was that?
Bye, Cookie.
Crazy. I've never heard nothing like it, man.
What?
That was clear. Law responses enough.
Go ahead. What was that?
Just that the guy has multiple personality disorder, and he's a pathological liar. I hate ghosts like that.
Okay, so what was that?
When I jolted,
Yeah.
I connected too hard.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks really sweet though. I got it.
After this, we'd make our way down to the second floor, where we'd get ready to hold the night's first spirit box session. Goodbye!
Wow!
Oh my God! Let's do a spirit box. Right in here around the electroshock chair, therapy chair.
All right.
All right.
I got it on me. Let's do it.
You got it on you?
Yeah.
All right.
What state are we in? Wow.
That's a man.
Were you a female mental patient here? Wow, that's a female. Who is the creepy man following us around all night? What's your name?
I think I heard a little breakthrough. Can I get a happy birthday?
That's a happy.
Yeah. I came here for my birthday. There's no other place I'd rather spend it. Did you hear knocking?
I've been hearing shit
Like in the asylum where we were just upstairs at.
My fight or flight is kicking in, and I just have to say I'm not in the mood. Polite.
There's definitely footsteps above us in the asylum again.
I'm feeling fight or flight.
Do you feel fight or flight?
Fight or flight instinct.
Tell us to get out if you want us to leave.
Goodbye!
Wow!
Oh my God! Did you hear the female?
Yes.
Whoa! Whoa!
That was amazing.
Is it alright if we come back up with our friends? No!
Oh my God.
Alright, let's round them up. We'll be right back, alright? After acquiring an intelligent response that told us not to proceed, what better time than now to hold a ripple? A ripple in time is a favorite resident undead strategy used in order to stimulate the dead for maximum interaction. We believe if you introduce something from their past, they're much more likely to respond to you. Usually, we'll put a twist on the past in order to encourage spirits to tell us how they saw things unfold.
Father Vernon, confess now!
And for this, we're gonna stay true to that. With little to no records surviving from the turn of the century to the 1940s, we have no solid history of daily operations. Countless locals call this the Nut House, and we all know there is always some truth within every legend. We have no proof lobotomies were ever done here, but a lot of people believe they were. So with that in mind, Ashley will play a female patient who's about to have the operation done. Chris and I will be the doctors, and as always, Becca will focus on whoever's attention we get. So with 20 minutes on the clock and 2 Pandoras running, let's see if this is something they remember. All right, 1, 2, 3. Pandoras are running. This is ripple lobotomy. Dr. Musgrove, Dr.
Yes, sir.
Kimmel,
How
nice
you
to
doing,
meet you.
man?
So we're gonna do some experimenting today.
Okay.
Have you performed a lobotomy before?
Never have. I've always wanted to, though.
Well, first off, it's always important to have needles ready. I'll tell you what.
Definitely need the right tools.
Oh, you're gonna go. Oh my gosh! Hold on. We're gonna get in that. I don't even care if it's not clean, so we're still gonna use it. Hold on. We're gonna put this right in here. Get back in your rooms! Get back in there! Get back in there! Actually, I'd like you to inject her.
Thank you. I've always wanted to.
Right in the neck, right there.
In the big vein.
In the big vein.
Wait, what are you guys doing? Get in the room!
Get back in your rooms! Let her go. We'll get her. All right, NDVP. That's good.
Oh, that's good.
Your hair smells really good. You set me up.
I was just getting out the last. I had to clean her teeth a little bit while we were doing the bottom.
Great.
Yes. Hey, Becca. What did you gather anything interesting from that?
Same guy.
Surprise.
What was interesting before you did the lobotomy, he got super excited and he said this will make the brain bleed. He was deeply excited and joyful by the prospect of her pain. And I asked whoever was around, what did this guy do? Like, he's scary. His spirit will remember, but his mind will not. Instinctually, he remembers what he did, what he does, but mentally he doesn't. His mind doesn't recall. He can't commit the things that he's doing to memory. Yeah, I mean, he was very excited. He applauded very, very frequently. Lots of applause. He really enjoyed it.
After this, we'd quickly redress and make our way down to the first floor.
All right, active EVP. We would like to talk to you guys again. We'd upstairs. What's wrong?
Just kidding.
Creepy behind me.
Well, I need you to talk to me then, sir. Or ma'am, who is it? Any idea?
Probably that dude. Probably the creepy dude.
I want you to talk to us. Count of 3, come on up. Come through that door, speak right into this. I'll hear your voice right away. 1, 2, 3. Come over here and talk. Ending EVP, ending. Did we get anything? Do you think he tried to come in and talk?
Yes.
Okay. Very informative.
She's like,
Playing this back for you, Chris?
2, 3. Over here, call.
Yeah. This is talking, maybe again. I am talking. This is talking. I don't know. That was my first guess. I could be wrong. Yeah. I am talking, man. He's a smart ass.
Creepy.
And creepy, right?
Yeah, he's a creep.
Listen, smart ass. I got someone for you to meet. Chris. Chris, we're gonna give you 20 minutes. See if you can wrangle this guy in. All right?
oh, I'm sure I can. Let's do it.
Oh, I need light.
Oh, sorry.
1, 2, 3. Pandora's rolling. I don't see some bat action.
All right. I guess it's fucking my turn. Wonder, Adam, if you could put a ticker, like a ticker up in the corner for this quarantine for every time a fucking bat flies by.
You got it. We got you covered.
Okay. My name's Chris. Can someone come tell me their name?
Tell me their name.
There's a woman walking the hallways with a lantern.
Someone down in the hallway?
Someone down in the hallway?
It's been a couple years since I've been here. I was the one that had that crazy mask on and a straight jacket.
Down, 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 down.
And I was getting kicked while I was on the ground.
He was really bummed he couldn't find that mask.
A good friend of mine, Jeff Fent, was running a device of his upstairs. There was a lot of people talking on it. Was you one of those people?
Was you one of those people?
Bat counts. Bat counts.
I keep hearing what sounds like walking down this hallway here.
Oh, that was gross.
What'd you see?
A woman with
I keep hearing what sounds like walking
wrists.
down this hallway here.
I think it was just a memory.
This is interesting. I'm not sure if it's a memory or a person, but there's a woman there.
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me, and I'm sorry to ask you this, can you tell me how you died?
And there's another man that just emerged saying he was the caretaker of this place at one time.
Nope, that was a woman.
Sorry, it was a woman that was the caretaker.
And she wants to know if she can borrow a cigarette from Ashley.
Okay.
Yes. Tell him.
So can you tell me your name, please? Were you a caretaker here at some point?
Were you a caretaker here at some point?
Jesus, God damn. Okay. Swear to God, I swear to God, I just seen a shadow the size of a child come around that corner and like come at me. It just, basically it was just like a black figure.
She had a deeply empathetic connection with the people who were here. She felt like they were family. She hated to watch them struggle.
Holy Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm moving down towards the hall here where I just seen that from. Did I just see you?
This man,
Did I just see you?
he's crazy. He keeps trying to pretend like he's his children, that I don't even know if he ever had children.
The one from the asylum with Ashley.
He keeps saying, I didn't kill them. They only say I killed them. Daddy, Daddy. And then he keeps like saying they screamed his name.
I'm f***ing sweating, but I got goosebumps all over me.
Daddy, 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 don't, Daddy. But
I'm hearing audible voices up here like you guys wouldn't believe.
What are they saying,
That
Chris?
psycho from upstairs is down there.
Come a little closer, buddy. Tell me something.
But I don't even know if that actually happened. He's so crazy. I think he could very well be like, you think this happened? Oh, it totally did. I totally did that, but I'm completely sane. I'm completely normal. Crazy ghosts are the hardest.
It felt like something touched the back of my neck. Is the psycho guy still down here? Is the crazy man still here?
Oh, I'm sick.
Hang on 1 second, Becca's not feeling right.
Oh, no, either.
I just got really overwhelmed for a second.
What's that?
I just got really overwhelmed.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm gonna take you out for some air.
I'm fine. Oh, the
Bat
bat.
count. Bats in here! No. Bats in here!
Where is it? Don't make noise. No.
No, get up!
Adam, what's going on?
Hold on, there's a bat here.
Well, there's a bat up here.
Where do you see Fett?
Who's up here with me? God damn it.
Yeah. A little bit of licking
I
of the
love
neck
doing
action.
hallways, but I hate them at the same time because you feel like you're getting drawn back and forth.
Who's licking?
The kiss of
Like
death.
you're getting your arms pulled
Ew, the kiss
psycho?
of death.
from one way to another. It's driving me nuts.
I'm not sure. This is scattered. That
I taste blood.
Psycho is licking your neck, possibly kiss of death, and the taste of blood.
I mean, are there seriously people
still
out there that
gathering
are that crazy?
Yes.
He must need his medication if he's that messed up in his head. Listen, I got less than 5 minutes. If you don't talk now, Adam's gonna make you talk.
Alright, Chris, we're gonna come grab you real quick.
You're gonna go, right? You're gonna
Oh,
go.
in the back country? Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Because I would love to just sit here.
Immediately after regrouping with Chris, we'd make our way over to the oldest structure, where we'd hold another spirit box session. Alright, let's pump that spirit box for like 5 minutes. Just so I get a little bit of weight on you.
I'm not us. You don't have to do that.
Who do we have up here talking to us right now?
Adam.
I did too.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, all right.
Alright, it works. We're gonna say numbers and see if you can get the next one, alright? 1, 2, 3. 3. Yeah.
I like this.
Hey, real quick though, that doll, I am really hooked on that doll. We walked by it over there, kind of left it alone. I always do something with it when I'm here. Is it cool if I bring it over to this side over here and play with it? I hear a no in there. No in there. Whoa. What'd you say?
Dark energy.
You said dark energy?
Yeah.
Why?
The light. I mean, the light didn't change. It went from like feeling fine to dark, and I can't really explain it. And then
Just within the last few moments? Yeah.
I think we should go get the doll and you should do your quarantine up here. Especially since the dark energy is here now. Haha, yes. You ready?
With my quarantine being held up here, what better time for a birthday celebration? Uncle Jeff would grab Sarah's doll for me, and Ashley would prepare the cake. But just before all of this could begin, Becca had one final read to prepare me with before I could start.
I connect to it. It's really uncomfortable. It's dark. It's intimidating. It's dangerous. It's no good. If I got this instinct on the street in the city walking past somebody, I would walk the other way very fast. Not good. Bad news.
It's perfect for you. Let's do it.
Let's still do
You can do it, Kimmel. You got it.
Yeah, he's not scared about
Adam Kimmel.
Jeff, you went to go grab the doll for me because I'm at my birthday party.
Yes.
With the doll. What just happened while you were going to get it?
We put the doll back in Sarah's room, and everybody says they did not move it back out. And I rounded that corner, and there's that doll against the wall. No, I'm serious.
You're old.
Well, I
asked him, I said, can you bring doll? I'm not having a birthday party by myself.
Believe you me, I was telling Sarah the whole way back, I'm just borrowing your doll.
I gave him instructions, I did.
I'm just borrowing it. She's going back, so.
Does anyone know the name of this doll that I'm having a birthday cake with?
Crazy, but no, other than that.
Crazy. All right, well, I'll try to address her that way.
Scott says that Sarah's real, but he doesn't know the doll's name. Chris says give it a name. Or give her a name.
Baby girl.
Let me whisper in your ear.
Yes.
We're good.
All right, happy birthday and good luck.
Thank you, Uncle Jeff. I want everybody to see this real quick. This is how I'm celebrating my 32nd birthday with Sarah's doll, whatever you are. We have a little birthday together.
Kimmel's birthday quarantine. Happy birthday, Kimmel.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Happy birthday, Wiener. Happy birthday, Wiener.
Wiener,
Oh.
So now that we're here, I just want to address that we do have the doll here with me. We've moved it from one wing to the next. This is the oldest wing of Madison Seminary. And I'd just like to ask the question, because I've been told that we're not supposed to move that doll. Is anyone upset that I've moved it over here?
I know. I'm learning here. I'm going to let you man this. Okay. You feel free to tell him whenever you want, what you want. Feel free to filter.
We don't like you.
We don't like you.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of messed up. Jeff and I were looking at it. It's really creepy. You guys at home see it in night vision, but just when you see the light bouncing off this doll, it looks like there's a child literally standing there waiting for its head to turn. Now listen, every time I'm... Oh, yeah? We don't like you. We'll get back to that. I just want to say that every time I'm here, I do play with the doll. This is the first time I brought it to the wrong wing. Who doesn't like me?
Wait, is that a question for the Pandora or me?
Wait, let's
I think
open
from
door
Pandora.
first. Why? What's the answer?
We don't like you.
Oh. None of your business.
That's interesting. I don't know what it means. There's a, something's projecting the image of a snake slithering up the hallway, but I don't know what it means. I don't know where it's coming from. Don't know, etc.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I don't know if you guys heard that on audio. Something, just 2 footsteps came at me mid-hallway there.
You enjoying this, actually?
Yeah, it's so funny.
I'm gonna blow my candles. Here we go. Oh my God, did it get dark in here? I should not have done that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Bad. Don't worry about a thing.
Where is it? Did it go
I
on?
don't know, I just seen it come right over.
Went back down the hall.
Are you just saying that so we... Okay.
Those bats.
I'm scooting down real low.
You're
Jeff
such a
Finn is loving
puss.
it.
Is everybody back at base? Because I just heard 2 footsteps up the stairs here, the hot stairs.
Yes, we're all here. We had a little bit of a bat issue, so.
A bad issue?
Yeah.
I heard it also like somebody slithering up these stairs right now.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, dude, just lay it on me right now. It's getting real creepy up here. Sure.
Okay, so I just told them, I was like, I see this snake slithering up the hallway. I don't know what it means.
Are you kidding me right now? I used the word snake.
Yes, it's real life. Yeah, you said slithering, and she described a snake.
Dude, it was like something up the stairs. I heard like, I don't know, that's the sound, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, you said slithering, and she described the snake.
Dude, it was like something up the stairs. I heard like, I don't know, that's the sound.
slits, the slits, the slits. No, it's not the sound.
I'm gonna leave the doll up here. It's actually where I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna keep it on this side, and we're gonna try to make everybody keep it on this side. Are you guys all right with that? Is that cool? Holy shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you guys all right with that? Is that cool?
I'll kill the dog.
Holy shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That was good timing.
It was. I noticed that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The moment you jumped, something said, "I'll kill the doll," and slit its throat.
Holy, it was like sliding. Ah! It was like sliding. That's what I heard right next to me. Where's the doll? My God. What is wrong with the doll here?
What is wrong with the dog here?
There are spirits peripherally that came with us on the edges watching. It's interesting. I've never actually seen them before. It must be because this is so incoherent that I can't keep up.
Listen, they glued the head back on. Last time I tried to grab her, her head fell off. Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Oh, shit. All right, for the record, the back of my chair, the back headrest just pushed up. I'm gonna walk and I'm gonna parade her around. She's staying here. She's staying here. We're gonna take a look at some of these rooms.
Ooh. I see fire in your eyes, boy.
As he's dripping with sweat. And his cake's melting.
Are you gonna go again?
Nah.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, shit.
Why do you do shit like that?
The doll was waiting.
So funny.
I know.
Look at her.
It does feel really weird in
It
here.
feels heavy.
It was weird. I don't see anything, but I just felt like this icy hand on me. So weird. I don't see anything right now. Really exactly clear enough to tell you what it is.
After 18 hours inside the Madison Seminary, we experienced one of the greatest investigations to date. Walking into this location for the third time, I knew we'd have some incredible encounters, but with so many intelligent responses throughout the night, we were absolutely taken back. This investigation would change the course of history for this location forever. It's been over 12 months since we filmed this, and since then, you can only imagine the stories we've heard and the mysteries that have emerged. We've imprinted our energy everywhere throughout its 70,000 square feet, from countless hours of renovating, cleaning, and relentless fighting to make sure future generations enjoy it as well. Keep an eye on the Madison Seminary because I assure you, under our watch, it will not fall. Keep up to date with the team via Facebook and Twitter as the adventure of a lifetime continues on.